Hey everyone, Gardner here. All right, coming at you today. I'm going to go out into the breeze on this one. This just came to me, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to speak about today? And I always try to find something that lands for me. And today, it's about acceptance. Today, it's a conversation that's been going on in my head all day. And now it's kind of formulated into some words, some cohesive words, if you will. And that is it a, hey, Carolyn, how are you? Is it a destination, a desired outcome, or is it a state of being? And I've talked about, for me, many things in my journey have culminated in being in a state of existence. However, to me, acceptance is such a polarizing word because I think it's measured differently for all of us. And I think we all instinctively long for some type of acceptance, whether that's with our peers, our partners, our family, business associates, whatever it is. It's understanding, is it a sign that we've arrived? Is it a sign of validation? Is it a stamp of validation? Is acceptance that? Is, you getting a pat on the back for an amazing job at work, amazing, well done. Why can't I even speak today? Fuck me. Is it you getting a gold star at work today from a job well done? And then is that validation, which is not necessarily a bad thing? Is that validation then foster or boost our acceptance to feel like, hey, I've been accepted? I don't know. Because I think we can look at it from one or two lenses. We can kind of probably pin an egoic label on acceptance in terms of it being a destination. I've arrived. I'm accepted, right? I book clients. People like my content, therefore I'm accepted. So I think, perhaps that can be viewed through an egoic lens, possibly. I also feel that it can have a selfless, graceful component. And that, I think, ties into that state of being. And I think this is really for personal growth. And I touched on this months ago when I was talking about my journey and coming out of the jungle event, coming out of the wilderness of my own trench warfare. And it was, in that context, it was when my ultimate truth landed for me of who I really was. And then trust began around that. It then permeated kind of a state of acceptance of everything, of what was, what is, even perhaps what shall be. And it's that kind of graceful existence that I think is a good way to view acceptance, for what it's worth. The thing is, though, is we're tricky little creatures, right? While I talk anti-ego a lot, that doesn't mean that it's unhealthy to have said mini egos or little moments to fire us up, all in the name of contribution, service, and so forth. Because ultimately, I feel that if we honor what acceptance means to us, and we honor it from a loving, selfless standpoint, then that, I'm honoring my voice, I'm honoring my stance, this is me, this is who I am. I think we have a permission slip to do that. And if that means to pat ourselves on the back and to acknowledge the fact that maybe we have arrived from that egoic lens that I was talking about, then I think, fuck, why not? Because it's selfless love, and we know from those of you that follow me that we can't go wrong when we come from a place of love. Period. You can put all the labels and stickers and post-it notes around that. At the end of the day, you can't go wrong if it's linked to your truth. So I guess my question for you, the shield moment takeaway for all of you, is what does acceptance mean to each of you, truthfully? Where do you require acceptance to perhaps have some validation? Where in your life? And it could be in relationships, could be mothers, it could be finances. Where is that showing up in your life where there's a need for validation? Then ask yourself, is that validation feeding my ego in a selfish or a selfless way? Then perhaps shift your perception on that, and how do we then look at that validation with a state of acceptance and a state of grace as we welcome it in? Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, it's nice to be championed. It's nice to be championed for whatever we're doing, for whatever arena we show up in. That acceptance of who we are and our voice, that acceptance of our voice, whatever that may be, is empowering, and it's powerful. And own it, and don't hide in the shadows. Speaking from the corners of the off-wing stage, no, stand stage center, speak your truth, and ultimately, a truth, you will always arrive. And when you arrive in truth, you are accepted. So there's my little ditty on this Canada Family Day. And for those of you in the States and abroad that follow me, I don't know if there's any holidays out there, but if there are, wish you well on that. And thank you for just letting me talk through this one. This was a talk through. A lot of times I kind of have an idea of what I want to riff on, and I don't even know if I made sense, to be honest with you. I was kind of circling around, and that's okay. So, love you guys. Mad love to the courageous. Got to get back to the grind here. Not the grind. Wrong choice of words. The flow. Get back to the flow, baby. All right. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.